Hey guys, good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope you are having a fantastic super Saturday. I hope every one of your Saturdays is super. Make sure that as you come in, you get in those comment sections. Give me a shout out. Say good morning. I love to post your comment up on the board so I can give you a shout out as well. Before I get started, and welcome to the Hypes report. Before I get started, I just want to say that as you see scrolling across the bottom, that I'm not a financial advisor. This isn't financial advice. Always do your own due diligence before you join any program. And always, I would encourage you to only invest what you're willing and able to lose. With that being said, if you want to get 50% profit in 10 days, I just did it. I showed you the evidence. Make sure to go to yesmoneyback.com and get the information there. Good morning, my man. I hope you are doing great. Retire your mama. I love the name. For those that don't know and are seeing me maybe for the first time and hopefully again, my name is Sean Hill, and all I'm doing is sharing platforms where I'm making passive income. So that's all I'm doing is sharing those things with you, and I hope you're getting value from that. For those that are new here, this is the Hypes Report. And we do this every Saturday from 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, where I come and I share just some insights that I've gotten during the week about the different programs, and I just share those with you. Now, I always have new people here, so I want to kind of give a foundation really quickly of what is a hype. What is a hype? And there's different definitions, and that's okay. The way I use it is a high yield investment platform. Some call it a high yield interest platform, which I like even better. In fact, let me go ahead and change that now because I really don't want us to think of these as investments. The thing that makes this different is that the interest is high. Hopefully I spell that right. Let me see. So let's change that right now. High yield interest platform or profit platform, however you want to say it. That's what makes this high. But also understand with high risk or with high reward comes high risk. So these platforms are very, very volatile. Very, hey, good morning, good morning. I hope you are doing catching feelings. Got some great names. We got retire your mama and catching feelings. I love these names. You guys are so creative. I love that. That is so cool. All right, so let's get right into it. Not going to be here before you long. I want like to keep this show moving at a good pace. You know me. I'm high energy. I like moving at good pace. So what are we going to talk about today? These are really popular. How can you win with hourly platforms? They are just super, super popular, but they're super volatile. We're going to talk about how can you win. I'm going to give you my top 5 programs, the top 5 programs that I'm in, that I'm really enjoying. Once again, not saying that you need to be in them, but these are some that I'm really seeing a lot of success with, and I'll tell you why. I'm also going to be very transparent with you. There are 2 platforms that I'm not any longer going to be sharing, and I'm going to tell you why that is as well. So I'm going to be very transparent with that. Then, as always, we got to get our overhype of the week. This is a platform that a lot of people like, and it's not that I don't like it. It's just not for me, and I'll tell you why this platform is not for me. So with that being said, let's get right into today's show. As I said, I hate not being respectful of your time. So hourly platforms. What are these platforms? These are platforms that pay you and you accrue profit on an hourly basis. So they're different from a daily platform. So what's a daily? A daily would be like 4% per day, 5% per day, 1.4% per day. So that profit accrues on a daily basis. An hourly platform, that profit accrues on an hour. Hey, there's my AP right there. Good morning, AP. Good morning. She's in there making money with me. Yes, yeah, we partners in that. So a hourly platform it's accruing profit hourly. Now that sounds great. That does. The problem with a lot of hourlies though is that they're very, very volatile. I mean, think about this. If you're making 1% per hour over a day's period of time, that's 24% for the day. 24% for the day. Once again, that's just not sustainable. You're just not going to be able to sustain that type of return for a large group of people. If you can give it to one person, you can give it to one, but a large group of people, you're not going to be able to sustain that. And most of these hourlies go out, 200 hours. And the reason they do it like that is so you won't understand the days. 200 hours is 8 days in 8 hours. Most of these platforms, the vast majority, are not going to last that long. So you'll never even see your return, let alone profit. And so we're going to talk about how do you have those. Let me see. Telegram channel has nothing to do but hourly platforms. Okay, well, this is going to be a good one. Hey, Jay. Good morning. XG Money. Good morning. All right. I love the engagement. Please keep that coming. Here's number one rule, and this applies to whatever you do in any of these platforms. Only invest what you can afford to lose. Only invest what you can afford to lose. You can always tell the people who have over leveraged, who have gotten in over their head, who saw that rate, and boy, they thought this was the double down. They thought this was the comma. They thought, man, look, a percent an hour. This is it. I'm going all in. They push all the chips to the table, and boom, day one, it closes. It's done. Day one, it closes. And now that person's out of that money. Well, obviously now, if the amount is really not the relevant thing. There are some people who couldn't afford to lose $1 million and not even break a sweat. There are some people who can't afford to lose $10 and they'll be up all night. So it's not the amount that's relevant. It's the ability to lose that amount. These are very risky platforms. And so what you want to do, you want to make sure that in any of this, hey, this is as my man retired, your mama said, this is I think he calls it I call it the fun money. He has a different term for it. Put that in there, what you call it, brother. This is the fun money. This is the casino money. This is the money that nobody's going to miss a meal if it goes away. That's the money you put on these hourlies. That's the money you put in the casino at all, And so that's where we start. We start with that place. We start with that position. Then when it goes away, you're not looking for anybody. You're not trying to chase people down. You're not getting in Google and trying to look at contracts and trying to look up where do they live. You're not worried about any of that. Bag fry money. There you go. The bag fry money. That's it. That's the type of money we're talking about. When you do that, guess what? You can't lose because you've already thrown it away. You've already said, hey, look, this is the fun money. Throw it in there. If it hits, great. If it doesn't, I'm moving on. Next thing, the hours are more important than the rate. The rate is what attracts you. The hours is what will break you. Let me say that again for the people that missed it, for people in the back. The rate is what attracts you. The hours are what breaks you. So one of the platforms that did very well was Repo. It was 2% for 100 hours. 2% for 100 hours. So you could see that's clicking away that sounds reasonable for you, enough for you to actually make your principal back and get some profit. So that was more reasonable. Now we're doing 1% for 200 hours. 200 hours is 8 days. Most of these hourlies are not going to last that long. They're just not. It's just too long of a period of time. Profit Max was good, but it didn't last. I like Profit Max. I think, hey, little bro, nice to see you, man. And hey, happy birthday to the nephew. Sending love out to the family. Man, Profit Max was great. How long did Profit Max last? It lasted a few days. It literally lasted a few days. Now, if you got in and you got in early, and that's one of the keys, getting in early enough. See, I saw an hourly last night that was pretty reasonable, but it was on day 2. I'm not getting into hourlies on day 2s and day 3s. That's too late. It's too late for me. Now, if somebody else wants to do it, that's fine. But the day 0s are the best. Now, does that mean you can't be another mellow monkey and crash day 1? No. It could, all of these could do that. That's why I said there are no guarantees in the casino, and there's no crying in the casino. Okay, so we can't go by and judge it by that. There are no guarantees. You can get in on day 0 and boom, the next day it's gone and your money's gone. So the earlier you can get in, the better it is for you. But having said that, the watch the hours, 180, 200, 150. And the reason that they do that is they don't want you to convert hours to days. Do the math. Take the time, do the math. Do I feel like this platform is going to go 8 days? No. Okay, what hourly has gone that? I mean, people mentioned Greenmeyer. I'm not in Greenmeyer, so I don't know. Maybe it did. But we can always mention the exceptions. Oh, well, this one went that long. I'm talking about the majority, because you can't win on the exception. You have to place your money on because you don't know what's going to be the exception. You could have 10 hourlies. You don't know which one's going to hit. Yeah, it's almost like, it literally is like going to the horse races. You have an ideal, and that horse is fast on mud, and that horse is fast during the heat, and blah blah blah. But a horse race is a horse race. You don't know who's going to win. There's no guarantee unless the fix is in, and maybe if you know that, then that's different. Look at the hours. How far out are they telling you? Is it 200? Is it 100? Is it 150? And in your mind, say, hey, do I really believe it's going to go that long? And I'm going to give you a perfect example of this. Use all the tools on the site. Don't take somebody's word for something. Don't even take the site's word for something. Use all the tools on the site. Let me give you a perfect example. I'm going to do my favorite thing right now. I'm going to share my screen. So this is an hourly that somebody sent me, and it just blew me away. I was like, how in the world could this be possible? This was the platform they sent me. I mean, it's a nice looking platform, Uranus. I'm not going to have any jokes about. I'm not going to give any jokes about that. But that's something. It's just too easy. But Uranus. Okay, so I was like, okay, well, cool. I'm always going to do my due diligence. So I looked at these plans. It's a $10 minimum on most of the plans. I'm like, well, that's reasonable. That's nothing wrong with that. And then they sent me this other document that showed this has been going on for like 308, 309 days. So it's not like it's a brand new platform. I was like, wow, it's been going on this long. This, as I said, you have to, I'm so glad they sent me this, because this is a perfect example. You have to watch out for the rates. The rates are what will attract you, but it's the hours that will get you. And it's not in this case, it wasn't even the hours, because this is after 1 day, after 5 days, so that's not unreasonable. This is after 10 days, so that's not unreasonable. But when you use their own calculator, and that's why I say use all the tools. Use all the tools. So when you use their own calculator, 150%, that's what you're supposed to get after 1 day. Now, I'm not a math genius, but if I have $10, we're just going to keep numbers real easy, and it's 150% after 1 day. How is that 15 cents? It's in the daily profit is 1.5%, not 150%. So that's the daily profit. This is after 1 day. Make it make sense, family. I don't understand it. Make that make sense. And so if we drop down to this one, so this is 200% after 5 days. Well, 200% means it's going to double, right? No, no. So after 5 days, if you put in $10, after 5 days, you'll get 50 cents. Now I understand how this platform stays, because if they're saying this and by their own calculations, they're giving you this, well, my gosh, you can stay around forever. You stay around forever. I don't know. I guess I don't know how I stand around, because I don't know who would do this. The person that sent me to it, I said to them, I said, okay, so help me make it make sense. Make it make sense, family. It says 150%, but 15 cents ain't 100. So help me understand that. They said, you're right. Yes, I know I'm right. It's right. It's clear. It's in white and purple and white. It's right there. Help me understand why I would sign up. Well, it's been around for a while. What does that got to do with me making money? I don't care how long this thing has been around. If I can't make any, what AP, if you're still online, so my girl Cecilia, what we say, what's I saying? Don't make dollars, it don't make sense. If this isn't making me money, it makes no sense for me to invest to deposit. We got to return. We got to rephrase our phraseology. Watch our words. These are not investments. These are deposits. These are deposits. Nothing's guaranteed. You know, there's no fiduciary responsibility and all that other stuff. Nothing's backed by anything. This is DeFi, decentralized finance. In other words, it's the Wild West. So it's not an investment. This is the casino. This is what it is. So anyway, use all the tools, family. Use all the tools. So you got to be careful. There's some crazy stuff in these streets. You got to really be careful. So anyway, let me stop the screen share. Let me say what the peoples are saying. Great site, tools to avoid. Crazy plan. Yeah. Great site with tools to avoid crazy. Absolutely. Yeah. Instant monitor is good. I haven't seen best. Oh, but I'm going to check that out. But yeah, use all the tools. Somebody sent me that. I'm like, that's crazy. Anyway, okay, so that's the hourlies. Watch those. Let's review those. Only invest what you can afford to lose. The hours, the length is more important than the rate. Don't get sidetracked by the rate, and make sure you use all the tools to make a good decision. Because I promise you, after 5 days, if you're expecting to double your money and you get like 15 cents back or something, you get some like ridiculous amount, you're gonna be upset. Anyway, with that being said, guys, here's my top 5. Drum roll, please. Hey, and let's clap it up. Let's give a celebration on my roster. Not saying that this is bragging or anything like that, but on the roster, we didn't have one platform that collapsed. And this week, and I know that sounds like, well, is that something to celebrate? Yes, because these things go like that. So the fact that we didn't have one platform that pulled the rug in a whole week was pretty good. It's pretty. We're gonna chalk that up. So that was pretty cool that we didn't have one platform that rug. So that's pretty cool. So okay, number 5, coming at number 5 is Pegasus. Oh, Peggy. Oh, you gotta love Peggy. Man. Just consistent. I'm going to share these with you. In order. This is Pegasus. 1.5% per day for 200 days. And it has been running for 211 days. Yay! Pegasus has been running 211 days. Giving those consistent batch IDs, baby. Giving those consistent instant withdrawals, baby. So we gotta give credit where credit is due. Up and down cycles, it's been delivering. So Pegasus is definitely coming in at number 5. I know what you're saying, man. If that's number 5, what could the rest of them be? I'm going to show you. So let's talk a little bit about Pegasus and what you can expect from it. So it's minimum. Now, here's why it's number 5 on my list. The minimum to get into this is $300. The maximum is $300,000. I get it. They want the serious investors, but I think for me, that makes it out of range of a lot of first timers or a lot of smaller depositors. Got to watch my language, not investors, depositors. So it's out of the range of a lot of people. So that's why it comes in at number 5 for me. Not that it's not a great platform, but once again, 300 is really steep. Not only that, there's a $30 minimum to withdraw. You know, one of my favorite things is I love withdrawing from platforms. I don't like leaving money on platforms. I love withdrawing because understand this, as long as that money is on the platform, it's not yours. I don't care what anybody tells you. I don't care what the platform says. And you can compound and you can triple double and it's the quadruple. I don't care. It's not your money. The only money that's yours is the one that's in your wallet. So the minimum, the withdrawal is $30. So that's a little high. Also, there's a $5 fee that's on every deposit or withdrawal. Now, having said all that, he's like, wow, I thought you said this was good. I really like the platform. It's been here for 211 days. It delivers 1.5% daily for that amount of time. The easiest way to think about this, you don't even need a calculator for this one. You just get triple whatever you put in. If you put in 300 at the end of the 200 days, you're going to get back 900. Super simple. It just is what it is. And so that's why I say it's my number 5. Really like Pegasus. Okay, coming in at number 4, it's the Green Machine, still printing out that green, baby. 3.6% per day for 60 days. You can get started with this one for as little as $30. Here's the goal. Here's the deal, though. Here's why I came in at number 4, 222 days. I think I'm going to have to play 222 today. Look like some good numbers. This has been doing this thing in and out of season, in and out of markets, up and down markets, side markets for 222 days. You got to give it up for that. And it's just quiet. It doesn't get a lot of publicity that a lot of other platforms get, but it just does what it does. You know, it keeps delivering. Here are the rates that you're going to get: 3.6% per day for 60 days. I like the fact that the rates are higher and it's actually a shorter period of time than Pegasus. So I do like that. I like the fact that you can get in with a lot lower, minimum deposit than Pegasus. I do like that. Now Pegasus is instant pay. So when you withdraw, when you get to withdraw, it's instant. This one is not. There's a bit of a delay. I think it's like 30 minutes to an hour. So it's not a bad one. And it has several different plans. Pegasus has the one plan. This one has a few different plans based on your deposit amount. But other than that, I really like the green. What I've seen from the green machine, it keeps printing that green. Now, you know me, I'm going to be honest with you and transparent as I can be. It can be glitchy. And what I mean by it can be glitchy, sometimes you'll try to log on. It'll give you that 504 error. That you refresh, come back 30 minutes later, you log it in. Then it happens again. So it can be glitchy. So if that bothers you, then hey, this might not be the one for you. Or I don't know. And also, it only takes Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Bitcoin Cash. So it doesn't take USDT, TRC. It doesn't take TRC20. It doesn't take a lot of other coins. That's one of the things I think may help it, because it's really simple. It knows what it does. It knows, the areas that it runs in. And so it just does what it does. And it keeps delivering. So green machine is number 4. Coming in at number 3 is a new one. This is a new platform all the way up to number 3. Wow. Hey, this is called Avenue 7. I like the fact that it is highly rated by several reviewing platforms. I thought that was great. Here's one of the main things that I like about it. As you can see, it's been on live for almost 30 days. So that's really good. 289 in, 53 out. So that's a good, decent spread. I like the simplicity. So I like platforms like a Pegasus, like Avenue 7, that have just simple plans. They have a few simple plans. And that, to me, that tends to make them last longer. So this one is 3.5% per day, 40 days, shorter period of time. The minimum is $10 to get in. Your total return is going to be 140%. And you don't get a refund of your principal because you're going to get part of your principal every day. That's the same thing with green income, and that's the same thing with Pegasus. So when you see these daily returns, don't get so enamored with that number. Because it's not all profit. If you're not getting your deposit back at the end of the day, that means that that's not all pure profit. Some of that's your principal. Oh, and so that's one of the things that I really liked about this platform. So on this one, you're going to average per day about 1% per day. Now you're going to get back 3.5% total return, but the per profit for that day is going to be about 1% per day, which is reasonable. I mean, that's reasonable. That's sustainable. You can keep doing that. So this is a brand new one. Really, really like what it's doing so far. So I had to give that a shout out. Number 2, what you going to do is Martel. I mean, Martel is one of those that's just cranking along. And it's really kind of been off the radar, but more and more people are finding out about it. Martel.Club. Now, this is going to give you a true 2.5% per day profit, because at the end of those 10 days, you're going to get your deposit back. So this is true profit. And I like that about that. I like also that it's a shorter term. So let's kind of look at Martel and the plans that it has. So investment and all these are dependent upon the amount that you want to spend. You can have multiple investments if you want to. So it starts with $5. I gotta clap that up. Gotta like that. What other platform can you get in that's a legit platform for $5? I mean, now let's be honest. If you're getting it for $5 for 10 days, 2.5%, you're not getting rich. Right? I mean, you're probably not gonna get rich in any of this, but you're not gonna have much. But hey, if that's all you have, and that's where you want to start, and every 10 days you just want to keep rolling it and rolling it, hey, you can do that, right? You start where it's comfortable for you. That's where you want to start. But $5 minimum. It takes $1 to withdraw minimum. So that's really, I mean, those minimums are incredible. Great Telegram group, very active, really good responsive. I mean, when you come over here, you can get your questions answered. I like the fact that it's a short maturity period, 10 days. So this is gonna, if you have from $5 to $1,000, you're gonna know in 10 days whether this works for you or not. That's just it. That's just what it is. So that's 2.5%. So it's going to be 25% in 10 days. This is going to be 64% in 20 days, 1,001 to 3,000. And this one's going to be 120% in 30 days. And that's going to be pure profit because you're going to get a refund, and they're very helpful. Always popping up. You're going to get your principal at the end of your term. If it goes full now, having said that, any of these platforms could be gone tomorrow. Just want to say that, as my man Money mean, they can be gone tomorrow. And if they go tomorrow and take your money, there's nothing you can do about it. Shout out to Me Money. That's my boy. I love Me Money. All right, guys. So that's number 2. And drum roll, please. The number 1 platform, gotta clap it up, as my man says, gotta clap it up for Money Gain. Money Gain. Hey, all I can say about it, it just keeps delivering. And I think I'm a retired mom. I think he started talking about it, but I think I'm probably one of the only YouTubers that's actually talking about it, which I'm cool with that, because I think the more it gets out, the more likely it is to go away. But it just keeps delivering. It just does. It's been around since October of 21. With these plans are just incredible. I don't know how it's sustainable, but at the end of the day, I don't care. I just want my money. And it's been delivering. So that's all I can go by. This plan here, for 10 days, you get 35%, $50 minimum, $90 maximum. You can only use this one time, and you're done. Next time, if you want to use that one, next time you're going to upgrade to this plan. That's where you want to start. 45% in 10 days. That goes from $100 to $499.99. That's these rates are not outrageous, guys. But for 45% return on your money in 10 days, it is what it is. This is the one that myself and a few friends of mine went in on it. It delivered. It gave us daily profits that you could take out daily, that we do. You know, I love to withdraw. And then it returned the deposit at the end. So when it says 5% per day, that's 5% per day pure profit. That's 5% per day pure profit. $500 to $499.99 for 10 days on that one. This one is $105 for 7 days. So in about a week. So, you know, in about a week's time, you'll have 105% return to you with plus your deposit. This one, the tourist, this is 10 days, 20% per day, $10,000 minimum. You get your deposit back and you get 200% profit. So, and this is the big one. I had to do this one the other day because they had some ridiculous plan, but they put it back to reality. This was his 325. I think 325, 375. Can't remember. I think they threw me off the other day. So let me do this. I had this down, guys. I had it down until they threw me off the other day. 15 times 25. Yep, 375. Okay. So on this one, $100,000 to $1 million. Put the deposit in, you're gonna get 375% profit, and then you're gonna get your deposit back. Hey, I'm working up to that. We're working on it. So, guys, that is my top 5. Whew. Now I'm tired. So let me go back here, stop sharing a minute, see what you guys are saying in the comments. You're hanging with me, you're hanging, all right? MG number 1, it's good. It's good. Me Money, yeah, shout out to Me Money. Can you give an update on the rug one? Fine, accept investments. Oh, yes. Fine Act, still accepting investment. Hey, guys, what I try to do is if I share something with you and it rugs, always go back to my channel and see if I did an update on it, because here's the deal. These platforms will continue to take your money as long as you give it to them, until they just feel like, well, I guess everybody's kind of hip to this now, so we ain't gonna get no more money, so we'll just go ahead and shut the platform down. But believe me, as long as you deposit, they'll keep giving it. And what I try to do is go back on my video and say, hey, this one's no longer paying, beware, so that at least that way, if somebody's, searching for it, at least it'll come up and at least they'll be able to read and say, hey, this is no longer paying. So be careful. But yeah, that's what we always talk about, doing our research, because as long as these platforms are allowed to take your money, they'll take it. I mean, how long was Often up after it stopped paying? It was like days later. So always be careful. All right, guys. So that is the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Let's do it. Number 5, Peggy. Good old Peggy. Gotta like Peggy. Clap it up for Peggy. Green Income, number 4. Brand new one, Avenue 7. Number 3. Number 2, Martel. Man, good platform so far. And Money Gain. Just keep delivering. What can I say? Now, this is what I want to talk to you guys about. 2 platforms that I'm no longer sharing, not because they're bad or they're rugging or they did something wrong. It's just that there's so many other platforms out there that I think give better value, that I'm not really going to share these platforms anymore. And then, once again, I can't say this strongly enough. They didn't do anything to me. It's not a bad platform or anything like that. It's just, I just have so many others that I think are better that I can't share. I'm not going to share these 2. So anyway, number 1, Validus. Yeah, I shared that a few weeks ago. You probably remember. You probably see a lot of other people sharing this one. Nothing wrong with the platform. You're going to average about 2.5% per week. That's going to be as a passive investor on your return. There's a Novatech, there's a Funds, there's all these other platforms that I've mentioned that can give you better than that. So, I mean, why would I, unless it's just truly for diversification, why would I talk about this particular platform? I still have money over there when all these other platforms, I think, will give you a better value. So that's one thing. The second thing is that a lot of these things you're not going to know until you actually get into the platform. So I didn't know that, maybe they explained it and maybe I just missed it. I'll put that on me. That when you get a return, it's going to be 70-30. So let me tell you what that means. You're getting 2.5% per week. When you get the 2.5%, it's going to be on a 70-30 split. So 70% they're going to give to you. 30% they're going to keep and dole it out to you over 13 months. So let's just keep these numbers real simple, real easy. For that week, you got back $100. That's what you got back. You can get and take out immediately $70. The other 30, they're going to keep on some kind of custodian account for you, and they're going to dole it out to you over 13 weeks. Now, over time, you'll actually end up with more money than you would if they gave it to you immediately. So that's what they're rewarding you with, air quotes, rewarding you with. But you know how I feel about these platforms. You don't know if it's going to last that long. As I said, family, the only money that's yours is the money that's in your wallet. If you have money on that platform, I don't care what they kind of reward they tell you, what they tell you, that money's not yours. It may be in your account. You may be to sign in. You may be to look at the pretty numbers and see it go up. As I always say, ask the people in COTP, the original one, how much that helped them having large numbers on an account they couldn't get to. In all of these platforms that rug, if the money's on the account, it's not yours. If it's in your wallet, you can spend it. I don't need any platform handling my money for me, giving me 70% of what I should have, and keeping 30% on some kind of custodial account. You can miss me with that. Also, remember what also said, their term is a long term, 60 weeks term. So no, that means when you deposit whatever it is you deposit, it's gone it's locked in for 60 weeks. It's done. Can't get to it. You can get the return on it, but you can't get the value of that for 60 weeks. And so there's just so many things that I found out as I went through it that I'm like, this is just not something I'm comfortable with. I mean, I'll keep my money over there just because I already put it over there, but I'm not really comfortable with sharing this with other people. So that's Validus. And if you like Validus, good. I'm not saying you shouldn't be part of it. I just like to be transparent and tell you what I've seen. But if you want to be part of it and you like, I'm not saying anything bad about the people or cheating about it. These are just facts. And we can't argue facts. They're just what it is. The second one, and this one I really is kind of hard for me to talk about because I like the guy that's over it, is Recompense. I really like his concept. I really like the idea of giving people back from what's been taken from them. I like that. And when I look at him, I believe he's sincere. I believe that that's not just a gimmick. It's not just a line. That I really believe he's sincere about that. My biggest problem with Recompense is that the 2x2 matrix, you can't, it's company forced. So you can't control where the person falls that you recruited, right? So you bring in 10 people, none of those people may be up under you. So you have no, so I can't, I mean, as a recruiter, could I continue to bring people in and make money? Sure. But that person that I bring in, if they're expecting other people to fall up on them, I can't, I can't determine that. And even if they bring people in, there's no determination of where that person will fall. You'll get the $10 for the immediate referral, which is fine. I ain't got no problem with that. But then to fill out the matrix and move you through the matrix, you can't determine when that will happen. I just can't feel comfortable with that. See, to me, it's like me working for an employer and that employer then saying, well, I don't know when I'm be able to pay you the rest. I can give you this part, but that other part, as more people come in, you'll get paid out on that other part. I can't be comfortable with that. Once again, it has nothing to do with the guy. I mean, I don't know him personally. He seems like a totally legit guy. He's a pastor. I think their move to actually start accepting more coins is a great move. I think that's going to benefit them long term because at first they were just doing BEP, BUSD 20. So that's going to open it up to more people. But the fact that I can't put people in and tell them when they're going to be able to cycle out that matrix, that just bothers me. I can't get with that. But hey, I wish him the best. I hope he's on the right track and I wish him much success. All right, we're almost bringing this home, family. Thanks for hanging with me. OverHYIP of the week is Sagidis. And I hope I spelled it right. There are a lot of people that like this platform. I do not. I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm just going to keep it 100. Keep it a buck. The platform is so confusing. I like platforms that when you go to them, boom, you know exactly what you're getting. It's really clear. It's real easy. This one, I just had no idea about what it was, what I was getting, or anything like that. So let me not just let me, as Mama would say, I can show you better than I can tell you. So with that being said, let's look at Sagidis. All right, here it is, guys. Sagidis Limited. So I like being able to, this is the home page. This is it. Business model, security and insurance, FAQs. I like being able to come to the home page and be able to figure out what the plans are. Looking through all this, I have no idea what, it's telling me all the data, all the information. I need simple. I don't have time to watch videos. No, just tell me. Just make it plain. Just make it plain for me. But I mean, even that's not the problem. I mean, that's big enough of a problem because I like just clarity, but that's not the problem. So once you sign up or sign in, I think I already did. So hopefully it's on this one. Okay, let's see. It may have been on the other site. Let's see. Might have been on the other browser. So let's go here. Let's see if I signed in. Like this. Okay. Oh, that's it. That's not it. That's not what I need. Actually, this is a very good site, though. It really is. And let's see, sign in. I'm not going to belabor this point too long. I just want to show you. Okay. So forget that. Don't worry about that. I did want to show you. But anyway, once you get in, they show you the plans once you actually get in. So they show you the plans, but then the plan says you're making 40%. Okay, that sounds great on the surface of it, but it's actually 40% of the profit of the company's profit. But how do you know what that is? In essence, what it turns out to be is 1%. 1% for that. At the end of the day, that's what it turns out being. There are a whole lot other platforms that I'd rather be involved with. that can give me 1%. I can do that in Avenue 7. I can do that in Martel. I can do that in MoneyBit. So there's other platforms I can do that in, but it's so convoluted. It's so convoluted, so complicated. You get 1%. It's just not for me. Anyway, guys, so if you're in Sagidis and you love Sagidis, hey, keep going, keep rocking it. I hope you love it. All right, guys. So hope you got value from that. Thank you, catching feelings. I appreciate that. If you get value from that, give me those hearts, those likes, those thumbs up. If you want to be part of any of the plans that I mentioned, all you have to do at the end of the video, I'm going to come back through and put a link to all of the plans and some of the ones that you didn't even see that I get a chance to talk about in the comments of the video. So do that as well. And make sure you subscribe to this, to my YouTube channel. I always appreciate that. And also the Telegram group. I was able to share a video, and it's there. Hey, documentation is conversation. I was able to share a video in my Telegram group while I didn't get into RoboTrade before it closed down. Not that I was telling my people not to do it or anything like that. That's their decision. But I told them that was going to happen. I said that is a setup for a rug. 100 hours at 1% is just a setup. And then it happened. Not like it was a crystal ball. So if you want, there's certain things I can share with them that I just don't have time to create a video for. And so I'll just go in, do something quick for the group, and just share that with them and be done with it. And so if you want to be part of that, I'm gonna come back through and give the link to the Telegram group. Okay, guys, if you got value from this, I hope you did. Hit those hearts, those likes, those thumbs up. Have a great Saturday. And with that being said, I will see you on the next video.